We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Kyle Freeland, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Former first-round pick from the Denver area. This guy has really good stuff. I think he's more of a bulldog. Good fastball, 92 to 94 miles an hour. Good hard slider. That's his main go-to pitch. When you talk to anybody around this guy that knows him, he's the ultimate competitor, one of the top young left-handed pitchers in the game right now.
Digging in, Starling Marte. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. In there at the knees, strike one.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Off the plate, ball one.
Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down, 56 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-1. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. This one's blooped out toward right center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Batting second, the second baseman, Ketel Marte.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder Ketel Marte, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Lifetime versus this arm. He has 7 hits in 22 tries. He also has 1 home run. Now the 1-0.
That was a classic two-hole hitter move right there, giving his boy a chance to steal a bag. Gotta be honest, in today's game, you don't see too many guys take that pitch.
Up high, 2-1 now.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base, almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Now this gets all the way to the wall. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
These fans haven't even had a chance to grab a soda and a hot dog before the offensive fireworks are flying. First we had a leadoff single, then a 2-base hit to drive in a run. If this pattern continues, a triple should be on tap next.
Eduardo Escobar standing in, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Marte stands at second with no outs. Two and 0 now. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now. Hit in the air down the right field line. Blackmon on the move, and no one will track it down. Bouncer up the middle. McMahon fields it cleanly, and a good throw gets him one gone.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, David Peralta.
Up next for Arizona, David Peralta. And now the Diamondbacks look to push more across in the opening frame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
A count of 1-1 strike to David Peralta.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Now a swing and a ball headed for Murphy over there at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping in, Christian Walker, trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. He's set. Here it comes.
Nope, outside.
The 1-0. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as the D-backs have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you never want to give up anything in the first inning, but to go down 3-0, it's just painful. Can't afford any more early mistakes or the hole's going to be too deep to climb out of.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now.
The right fielder,
As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. The 1-0 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Now the 2-0. The count now at 2-1.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Wow, he's looking awfully shaky to start this game, guys. That's 3 hits and a walk, and there's no doubt that he's fighting himself right now. See if he can get this train back on the rails here.
Into the box, Nick Ahmed. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And this one bounds around against the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
So now to the plate, Madison Bumgarner, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
A ball and a strike. And he fouls this one off. 3 runs already home here. Hard hit ball to second. McMahon gathers it in. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 3-0 Arizona. Madison Bumgarner, a lefty from North Carolina, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Quite frankly, one of the toughest and baddest dudes in the game of baseball. We all remember coming in Game 7 of the World Series against the Kansas City Royals. Every team thinks that they have an ace. Well, guess what? This guy is a true, legitimate ace. Low to mid-90s fastball, good curveball. It does have the straight changeup in. Just in case you didn't know this, the guy can swing the bat a little bit too. One of the best pitchers in the game.
And that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Now the pitch. And that misses ball 4. So that's just what you hope for here in the first. Base runners as you try to claw back into this one.
Batting second, the shortstop, Trevor.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, the pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2. Grounded to first. To second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Batting third, the right fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Striding in for the Rockies, Charlie Blackmon, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And he lays off here as well. It's 2-0 now to the Colorado right fielder. Cold strike on the change. 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The 2-1.
That's a ball.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Bumgarner has his target. Needs to hit his spot here on 3 balls and a strike. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 3-2 pitch. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Rocks are on the board. It's now a 3-1 game.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Nolan Arenado.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Counts 1-0.
2 out, nobody on. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And that's high and off the plate. 2-1.
1 strike.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Nope.
Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And up next, postseason record holder Daniel Murphy. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will bang up against the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. Here's Ryan McMahon now, as Bumgarner gets ahead of him with strike 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
He's set. The 0-1. Bumgarner. It's a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable. And when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard. Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Out of the stretch, the 3-1 home. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Ahmed is there. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1-run scores here in the frame. But the Rockies do get one back via the solo home run. Second inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Rockies 1. At the plate, Carson Kelly. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball inside.
The 1-0 home. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. And he'll get there as the Diamondbacks get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Now batting.
Man, they already hit one home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
Digging in next will be Starling Marte as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. From the belt, the pitch.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. A runner at second, nobody out. Hit back toward the mound. McMahon's got it, and there's one away.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ketel Marte. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This one's down to third. Arenado's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting. Third base.
So here's Eduardo Escobar. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball 3.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
2 outs here with a runner at third. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Popped up. Murphy has room in foul territory, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Diamondbacks as the lead remains 3-1. stepping up to the plate, Ian Desmond, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here comes the first pitch. And that misses inside, 1-0. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Ball 2.
Ball 3. Drew Butera, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his third walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Stepping up now, Drew Butera. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1.
Ball.
2 balls and a strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Ball 3-1.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
The 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Kyle Freeland. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
First pitch of the at-bat. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way. Strike taken, good bender on the outside there. Bases loaded here, nobody out. A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Lifted the other way down the left field line. And they can't run it down. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. In to score, the runner from third. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. So striding in, Trevor Story, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
2 balls and no strikes.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Outside and low, 3-0.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 3-0 pitch. Hard ground ball to third. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. But the recovery is too late at first, and the run is in to score.
The right fielder, number 19.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2 pitch. And he'll take strike 3 called, and he needed that one badly on the mound. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Here's ball 1 now to the Rockies third baseman. It's 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado. The 2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. High and deep to right center. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one, as it is now 7-3. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Now here comes the Arizona skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move here. So that'll do it tonight for Madison Bumgarner. So he'll make a beeline for the showers, I'm sure, as he's going to want to put this awful night behind him as quickly as possible. Merrill Kelly enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while.
Merrill Kelly.
Daniel Murphy steps in now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Kelly, playing here in his age 31 season, he was an 8th round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Still only one out in the inning. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone. Now at the plate, Ryan McMahon. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full, 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Hit on the ground out to short. Ahmed has it. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the shortstop right there to leave his feet and try and make that throw to first base. Got to be frustrated a little bit as a pitcher. You executed your spot.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as you throw one like that, D-Row, you see your shortstop get a glove on it. You're thinking, okay, maybe he has a shot to get him, but that's a long throw after that jump throw, and a solid infield base hit, but very frustrating as a pitcher.
At the plate, Ian Desmond, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Even count of 2-2 to Ian Desmond.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Hit the other way out toward right field. Calhoun has a read on it, and that ends the inning. So they strike for 6 in the inning as there's the big blow, the grand slam home run. We've played 2. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. David Peralta. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. And it's fouled away. The 2-2. Christian Walker will be next. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Now batting, the first baseman, Christian.
Ready to take his hacks again, Christian Walker, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
The 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
A runner at first with no outs here. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Fouled off. The 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. He's set. Here's the 2-2. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Blackman is under it. He's got it one away. One gone in the Arizona third, and that'll bring in the left-handed hitting outfielder Cole Calhoun. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled away. Set to deliver the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
2-2 the count to Cole Calhoun. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. And he fouls this one off. Runners on first with one down. Now try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are two away now.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang place at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Nick Ahmed will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
Strike taken up in the zone. 2 out with the man at first. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Full count still. A swing and a miss for the third strike as he went after what would have been ball 4. Instead, the inning is over. One left for Arizona. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate, Drew Butera. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. And he gets ahead 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two and 2 to the Colorado catcher. Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another full count pitch home. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Into the box now is the Colorado pitcher, Kyle Freeland. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Walker is there, and he has it for the out. So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, David Dahl. He reached on an error and later scored his last time up. He's set, and the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. And another foul ball. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Up next for Colorado, the shortstop, Trevor Story.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and in to hit next the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. From the stretch.
Back outside.
Now the 1-0.
Nope. That's inside.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
A runner on first with 2 away. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. 1 left for Colorado, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. Leading off the inning, Merrill Kelly, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The pitcher, Merrill Kelly.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. Here's the pitch.
Nope, outside.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
One thing that can nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
And that can't find the zone either. It's ball 4, and on just 5 pitches, he's walked the pitcher leading off the inning.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
First delivery to him on the way. Carson Kelly will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
And he popped him up. Coming in is Blackman, but he won't get there. It falls in. And he is in there.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Here's Starling Marte. As he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try and induce the ground ball to get a double play.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Runners are at first and third with none out. This one's flared toward left center. Story ranging into the outfield. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Boy, D-Row, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Standing in now, Ketel Marte. Story picks it up. There's one. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
The third baseman, number 5.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
So striding forward now, Eduardo Escobar. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Comes set with the 0-1. This is line to left. And that's a fair ball as this will rattle up into the corner. In to score is the runner from third. That makes it 7-5 now. And he is into second base with an RBI double. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
At the plate now, David Peralta, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Rockies lead this one 7-5. Ready once again, Charlie Blackmon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and they froze him on a good changeup. Tough one. If you got good arm action, and this pitcher certainly does have good arm action out there, tough to decipher between the fastball and changeup. He's got to be willing to stay back and take the ball the other way.
0-1 the count. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The bouncer to the left side, reined in. And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Nolan Arenado. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
This is a close one so far, but really go back to that last at bat. That grand slam he hit really kept him in this game.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. The 0-2 delivery.
Nope.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Nolan Arenado becomes out number 2 this inning.
Daniel Murphy.
Here's Daniel Murphy now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. One and 1 to the Rockies' first baseman. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Ball
3-1. Ryan McMahon would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 7 runs, only 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Popped him up. Ahmed is there, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They lead it 7-5. Yency Almonte, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
Number 62, Yency Almonte.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. Now batting, Christian Walker. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
2-0. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a ball hit towards Story at short. He's got it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. And there are the final numbers for the Colorado starting pitcher. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. Oh, and look out as they brush him back here. It's ball 1. 5 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors thus far for Arizona. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger. In there, 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Nick Ahmed is on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
The bat, number 13, shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And that means that Nick Ahmed will be the next to bat. From the belt, the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Fouled off.
Ball 1.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Ball 2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
The 2-2.
Full count. 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
To the plate now, Merrill Kelly. No balls and 1 strike. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 is a fastball that misses.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Throw to Murphy will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They're down 2, 7-5. Set now for the bottom of the 5th. Ready now, Ryan McMahon. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Ryan McMahon.
Now here it comes. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Fool him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. And that's low, ball 4.
Up next for Colorado, the catcher.
Coming to the plate now, Drew Butera. It was a walk in his last trip. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. First pitch of the at-bat. Out of play. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering it pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Shroom-Souljah will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 15, Shroom-Souljah.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home. Souljah, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. The 1-1. Hit back up the middle. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Rockies strand 1. They're still up 7-5. Carlos Estevez takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 54, Carlos Estevez.
New inning set to get underway. In now, Carson Kelly. He singled his last time up.
Carson Kelly.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. There to take it is Desmond, and that's the first out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Starling Marte. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now the 0-1. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Grounder down the line at third. Throw to Murphy's in time, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter,
Riding in once again, Ketel Marte. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Wow, he puts a serious charge into this ball. Ends up splitting the 2 outfielders. Bangs up against the wall in right center. And he cruises into second, knowing he can't hit the ball much harder than that.
Into the box now, Eduardo Escobar. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Looked like the changeup slipped out that time, and it misses well above the zone.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Liner towards second, and this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. As he arrives at second without a play, as they also push across a score to make it a 1-run game.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. The last 2 batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get 2 quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from you.
James Pazos comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, man. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
Into the box, David Peralta. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
2-2 pitch is fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Line drive to left. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Escobar rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate. It's now a 7-7 game.
Boy, there were big RBIs and big base hits, Dero, but none more than with 2 outs. A big 2-out knock right there. Not only ties things up, but keeps the inning going as well.
Yeah, just a great approach right there by the batter. You never know when your number's going to be called. You always wanted to pass the baton to the next guy behind you. Take the donut off your bat and trust in the teammate behind you. That is a huge knock and keeps the line moving.
Christian Walker stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball. We got 1 ball, 1 strike.
2 out with the man at first. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Slider laid off for a ball. Cole Calhoun would be next. A runner on first with 2 away. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Another full count pitch home. A bouncer up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. And the throw coming quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team, this doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. One and two now as that one's fouled off. One and two count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. And we are tied 7-7. Junior Guerra enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 41, Junior Guerra.
Bottom of the inning now. David Dahl to the plate now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
David.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit sharply on the ground. Ahmed fields it cleanly, throws in time, and that's out number 1. Trevor Story steps in now. He went down on strikes last time up. First delivery to him on the way. In there, and it's 0-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The windup and the 0-1. Now a splitter's in there, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there. 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Peralta's under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The right fielder.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. And that's in there for strike 1. Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the game as they grab an 8-7 lead in this seesaw game. Here's Nolan Arenado. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Behind 0-2 now. Smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
The 1-2.
Ball, that's inside.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Got to be frustrating for the guy out on the mound, trying to get out of this inning. Had him down 0-2, and now he's worked the count back full. Still one pitch away from sitting in the dugout.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. Ahmed bare hands it. It's there, and he's out. Rockies strike for 1, and it comes on this solo home run. Bottom third of the order, 7-8-9 due up to start the 7th. It's now 8-7. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi?
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Jairo Diaz is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 37, Jairo Diaz.
Standing in, Nick Ahmed. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
John Jay will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
For Arizona, number 9, John Jay.
Swing and a miss on a ball inside, 0-1. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Ready on 1 and 2. And he pops it up. Story over to his left. 2 down. At the plate, Carson Kelly. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Carson Kelly.
First pitch on its way. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
No, that's down.
2 out, nobody on. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Now the pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. And this one remains tight. It's 8-7. Yohan Lopez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Last half of the 7th here. Standing in, Daniel Murphy. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Murphy.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Calhoun. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Ryan McMahon. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Strike taken up in the zone. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 delivery. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Flip a coin right here with this next pitch. After throwing 2 fastballs to get ahead, he's been able to lay off both those off-speed pitches. Looks like he's seeing it pretty good.
Full count now, 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And it's fouled away. Fouled off. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, Ian Desmond. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Fielded cleanly, and he's safe.
No question that he's going to be docked for a throwing error there. Looked like the first baseman couldn't decide which way to turn the glove, and by the time he decided, it was too late. Runner on board with the error.
Settling in now, Drew Butera comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Calhoun has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Colorado, and this remains a close one. It's 8-7. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Scott Ober will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Tony Walters is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Starling Marte. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now batting, second base.
Now at the plate, Ketel Marte. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Solo shot to right center, and we are tied again. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Matty V, this is turning into Home Run Derby Part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Oberg stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
So now to the plate, David Peralta, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Comes set, the 0-1.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Oh, and 2. Here it is.
Ball, that's out.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Fouled away. Here's the 2-2. 2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2. And he fouls this one off. He's set the payoff pitch. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. High in the air out to center field. And Desmond will make the catch, and that ends the inning. But the Diamondbacks come back to tie it on this solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. All even now at 8 apiece. That'll bring up Tony Walters. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now here it comes. Now the Diamondbacks get a left-hander up and working in the bullpen. The 1-0 is a fastball swung on and missed. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Down the first baseline. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. So one gone for the Rockies here in the 8th. And into bat next will be the outfielder David Dahl. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here's the pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Standing in now, Trevor Story, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ball 2.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two and 1 after the foul ball there. The set and the 2-1 hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse, a home run. A solo shot here to left as they've taken a 1-run lead. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this is what Coors Field is all about, right? You come here to see runs, and that's what you saw today.
I just like this lineup. They didn't worry. They were going to hit homers regardless, but there's so much green grass out here playing in Denver. You stay on the approach that you're going to stay in the big part of the field. Next thing you know, you're back spinning stuff out of the yard.
And that's dead center for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Rockies strike for 1, and it comes on this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Diamondbacks. It's the Rockies 9 and the Diamondbacks 8. Wade Davis comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 71, Wade.
Christian Walker will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Here's the pitch. Line drive to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning. And he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinched runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. At the plate, Cole Calhoun. So he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Swing and a line drive. But this will land foul as he didn't miss by much. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one. Hard hit ball towards the hole, and that is through into left field, a base hit. Tag not in time, and that ties the ball game in the top of the ninth. Into the box now, Nick Ahmed, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Man, I love this angle. Looking right down the line, you can see that he generates his power from his lower half, taking it down the line for a clean double. Great look there.
Ryan Shaw comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are two on here with nobody out. Stephen Vogt will come on to pinch hit here, and if they don't walk him, he'll have a great RBI opportunity with runners at second and third and nobody out. A ball and no strikes. Shaw was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got one or two big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. The 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. And that's in there. 2-1.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Now the 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Carson Kelly is on deck. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. Flip will take care of him at first. Not exactly crisis averted on the mound just yet, but a big first out nonetheless. So a big spot here, and stepping in, Carson Kelly. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Row. With the runner in scoring position, and sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Row?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And he has broken this one open, as this is down for extra bases. He pulls into second safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Dan, this had all the makings of going extra innings, but right there, a knock to drive in 2 for your team.
Yeah, D-Roll, that's a huge 2 RBI base hit here in the top of the 9th inning.
Into the box, Starling Marte, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. One and one to the D-backs leadoff man. 1 out and a runner on second base. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will bang up against the wall. He's in at second safely, as a run will score on the play as well.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
In now, Ketel Marte, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
To the plate now, Eduardo Escobar, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Jake McGee enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Number 51, Jake McGee.
Standing in now, David Peralta, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Chased the fastball that time.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Runners are at first and third, one away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. From the stretch. Count remains 2-2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Jake Lamb looks like he'll get a second shot here in the inning. He waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. McMahon fields it cleanly. The second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Well, they really did have a shot at turning two on the high chopper. They only get one, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Jake Lamb standing in now. From the belt, the pitch. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Comes set and the 0-1. Fastball and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hit to short. Story scoops it up, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. So, boy, the wheels really came off the bus here in the top of the 9th as a huge 9th inning rally has totally changed the complexion of this ball game. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. D-backs out in front, 14-9. Jake Lamb is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Stephon Crichton, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Stephon Crichton.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. So here's the cleanup hitter, Nolan Arenado. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Sliced hard on the ground. Reined in. And he'll step on first himself for the out. In now for Colorado, Daniel Murphy, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. From the stretch. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. The pitch. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 24.
So coming to the plate, Ryan McMahon. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First offering on its way.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch, but boy, that was awfully close to being called a strike.
That evens it up 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Turned on down the line, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Last strike now for Colorado. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. Peralta is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, they showed a lot of grit to get the win here. They trailed by 4 runs, but never panicked. They just set about doing the little things that would get them back into it, and the next thing you know, they're celebrating a well-earned victory.
14-9 is the final score here. The Arizona Diamondbacks came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Yohan Lopez takes home the win. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.